Hello, pandas! Exciting day today. At least a version of exciting because, well, check this out. We went to my computer guy, maybe for the last time, because he's getting the heck out of Dodge, and I'm not going to be able to make the commute, really, and cleared out the rest of the stuff he had for me. We got some laptops. We got a thing that's like a laptop, but not really. There's a battery. There's a box full of wire. It's pretty great. And we found this pile of aluminum bars. So, since we've already got a great head start, we should probably go see what else we can load this thing up with. Huh? Street scrapping. Finally. Let's give this a go. Okay, well next we have actually another pickup to do, and I'm just gonna dash in, grab it, and then I'll show you guys what it is because we're running a little bit late. I spent a little too long dissociating in the shower, and I probably should have shown up early but greasy rather than clean and late, but this is how we're doing things. So 1 second, be right back. All right, we did the thing. Good, there's my gloves. Yes. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Look at this day. This is gorgeous, and I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me on this one because it's turned out much better than I expected already. So I did clear some space. I grabbed most of the stuff out of here and pulled that out because I'm never really sure how much this fella's gonna load me up with. And there was quite a bit. We've got a few bins here, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to go through when we get back to the house. Not that we're going to spend a long time. I'll separate it, and then I'll share everything that I find, which is going to take some time, and I couldn't be happier. It's a little bit, it's kind of cheating, I guess, when my plan was to go street scrapping and check out dumpsters and see what we could find. And this is just the fruits of the relationships that we've been building. Turns out it's lined up quite well because we've got a couple other pickups that we need to take care of. While potentially not quite as thrilling as going out into the urban wilderness and scavenging, the results are tough to argue with, but we're still going to do a bit of that. So let's keep an eye out for any appealing little piles of refuse while we travel about and visit our next locations. Thanks again for hanging out. Let's have some fun. My guy!
There he is.
We made it, and my buddy's home. But there's actually two pickups here. I got a truck that's loading up real fast. It's a fun day.
Yeah.
And a gorgeous day.
It's lovely, isn't it?
This little heater apparently isn't quite working, but can probably be fixed. So we're gonna give that a go. Something constructive or destructive. We'll see how it goes. And then we're gonna go see Tyler.
Going back.
Aha! Nice. Oh, it's beautifully yellowed.
It is. It's got a patina. That's called a patina.
So this one is borked.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That is exactly what I need. Because mine, the case is terrible, and this thing especially is broken, and also one of the USBs on the inside is broken. So if I can scavenge those out, I can get one fully working one, which is cool. What in the heck? Yeah, all right. I can't really argue with the repair style. I've been known to repair in a similar fashion. Now, let's go exploring. Found a dumpster just around the corner that had a whole bunch of aluminum from like a door, sliding door, window, something. And this motor. Someone's been through here. Yeah, if we were looking for bottles, they're long gone. Fortunately, we have a pretty broad definition of treasure. Nothing but cardboard. Nothing but food stuff. I guess we could take that milk crate if we wanted it. We don't. Well, that's a whole pile of stuff. And a mini fridge within. It's something. That one looks perfect. There you go. Here was that. That's just regular trash. It's a bit hit or miss cruising alleys like this. It's going to be recycling day in this area tomorrow, I think. But we might do better hunting down roll-off bins from construction. Hello? What have we here? Oh, those are great. Honestly, I would be able to use those. Just can't think of what for right now, and I really don't want to pile up a whole bunch of material that I don't have a plan for. Howdy.
Take them.
Okay, we did grab him. Actually, he heard me talking to you guys and popped out of the garage just to encourage me to grab those pieces, because he wanted to make sure they, didn't sit and clutter his space up for any longer. He needed them, now he doesn't need them. And he had a whole bunch of other pieces of steel, just like basic stock, that needed to go, and we do need to pick up steel. It is piling up. We're always making a run, so you might as well just grab some bits here and there, and those were good bits. See that? That's not right. They for sure had that in there, and somebody decided they wanted to see what was in that bag. And clearly didn't want to put it back in the bin it came out of, though. Much better. Cool beans, we're back, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff to go through and sort. It's not the biggest pile of scrap I've ever brought home, but I have a feeling this is some particularly high quality stuff. We also found a bunch of these on the way home, just out behind one of my favorite auto parts stores, which is great. Now, I don't want to hang on to the steel. I want to get rid of it right away, so I'm going to leave that in here, but we're going to pull the rest of this stuff out and see where we ended up. There we are. Got that stuff all out of here, and still in the truck is all the steel. Got a pile of those around the corner, and against my better judgment, we did grab those. They're nice, but they're also scrap. And this piece is clearly prepared steel. Decent chunk of weight. This one, I like it, and I'm probably going to see if I can repair it. Apparently the only issue it's having is these things aren't tightening down properly, locking down so it doesn't rotate. So I'm going to see if I can take it apart and fix it, because mine is just itty bitty and this one is much nicer. Otherwise we can always scrap it anyway. And a pretty decent pile of aluminum extrusion, extruded aluminum. So that's pretty sweet. There's only a couple screws to remove and it'll be clean, or painted clean. Depends on what they feel like. At least these should be relatively simple to clean. Decent little haul on the aluminium, really. Now let's see what else we have in these piles of treasure. I honestly can't wait. This stuff from the lab is always pretty good. Like, oh, I love these. These are chunks of brass. Plenty of wires, bits of stainless steel. Oh yeah, that'll be a piece of stainless. Good heavy chunk. I don't even know what that is. Looks like brass, probably. Then these ones. This is a bin from, that's the bin from the electronics. My computer guy. But what have we here? Lots of good ones. Golly gosh, gee willikers. That's pretty cool. Don't know how I would use that. Conductivity meter. I'm not really sure how I would share the sorting of all of these little pieces, so I'm going to go through it and I will show you all of my nicely cleaned and sorted piles when we're done. I think that sounds like a better use of your time anyway, so bear with me a moment for a little dash of YouTube magic. Alright pandas, let's see how we did, eh? So, that's all the wires that we got out of it. Not bad. And the aluminum, which that's the bin of garbage. Turns out these didn't have anything good. But, so this, we got a little wee bit of copper, that's just fine. And this is all the brass. Quite a bit there, really. Some nice chunky bits. Only one of these ones, which is still a great lump. Overall, I haven't weighed it, I'm not gonna. It's a big lump. And then we got a bunch of these. These are those high nickel things that we still haven't quite gotten around to scrapping. No big deal, we're getting to that. Then some lumpy bits of aluminum to add to the other ones that we had. And this is the stainless steel. Some really good chunks there. Yes, that's the good stuff. And then we do have, there was a bunch of these, and normally I wouldn't care, but there's, these tips on these things are gold, and then there's quite a cluster of MLCs here, MLCCs, which I am going to pick off. So I like to just ignore the teeny tiny ones because they take so long to add up and it just doesn't seem worth it. I don't think it is, but the big thick ones, especially when they're all clustered together, I understand they're valuable and I'll grab them. Similar to this little bin I've assembled here. This is all the stuff that either is or probably is silver or gold. So there's some of them that are like meh, some of the less exciting bits. But, you know, there are some, I've started to recognize some of the thicker gold plating, this softer yellow stuff. I'm not sure how well you can see that. And then, yes, I have saved some of the little silver buttons, and a couple of them were these great little lumps of silver. I'm looking forward to doing a video on testing and then separating that so I can have a little pile of silver. I know silver is one of those more valuable metals that it's easy to get excited about, but the truth is they're just such small amounts. I don't know why everybody loses their shirt over it. It's a lot of effort to pick them out. Brass and stainless steel and aluminum add up much faster, but if we can find a way to quickly separate them and just stack them, then yeah, it'd be cool to have a little jar full of lumps of silver that we saved, wouldn't it? And then we can melt it down. It's definitely more of a hobby grade kind of scrapping. It's not going to be super profitable. But speaking of profit, we are going to go out and see if we can make a profit today. I'm stashing these. They're not really enough to justify making a trip. Instead, we're going to take these in because I don't feel like hanging on to Christmas lights. I don't think we're going to get a whole bunch more over the next little while. This is the bin of all of the little bits of steel. I did save them all this time. And we're bringing in my collection of auto cast. So, let's see if we can fill this thing up on the way. Or at least grab as much steel as we can find. Could be fun. Could be a waste of time. Let's find out. Hello. Anything good in here? Not so far as I can tell. Just one bottle pick a minute. Ooh. Yeah. Wine bottles, my guy. Most bottle pickers don't want them because they're too heavy. I don't blame them, but I want them. I think I see some treasures in this one. That'll do. Nice.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I help you?
No. No, I'm doing good. I was hoping you wouldn't mind if I collected whatever scrap metals are in this.
I would prefer that you don't go through our stuff, thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need to go through it. I can see right on the top there.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, it's unfortunate, but okay.
Not your job, thanks.
Oh, it's my job.
Goodbye.
Have a good one. I didn't really feel like spending the next 20 minutes unscrewing those bits of brass anyway. Decent weight there. Hello. What's this? Ooh. I think she's a little out of tune. Well, I actually just was reminded that we still have somebody we need to go and grab some scraps from. So that'll make it a little easier to fill up the truck. I have no idea what he's got, but he wants to get rid of it. So let's see. I hope it's good. I hope he's not annoyed. I made him wait and kind of forgot to reply. We're going now. All right, that was kind of cool. I kind of thought it was just going to be scraps of steel, but he actually had a bunch of stuff just to offload onto us, and I didn't mind at all. I'll show you guys when we get home. Right now, we got to get to the scrapyard. We got to go. Is that an alley? Yes, it is. Would you just look at that? TV stand with shelves and the whole deal. That's actually pretty cool. It's actually really cool. Shame about the damage on the finish. Speaker stands. Very cool, actually. This is what I stopped for. Yeah. Those look great. And I bet they can sell real easy. Alrighty, off to the scrapyard we go. Now we're gonna have 3 way-outs just for the steel because we've got a little bit of prepared and we've got a fair amount of autocast and a decent chunk of mixed tin shred. I still don't know why they call it tin. It's obviously not tin. But it's going to be a couple of laps that we have to do, and I've heard the price of steel is up. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited to see how much it's up. Maybe it's back down again. I don't know. Responding to that news kind of slowly. Either way, we're helping out friends and getting rid of a bunch of junk. And so it begins. Round 2, light iron. And finally, the prepared steel. I didn't realize axles go in as prepared steel. That's cool. This place is getting stupid right now. Seems like a lot of folks have scrap coming in, but they gotta switch things around, and I guess you don't stand there and get your stuff weighed, you just drop it off and then get out of the way. And yeah, a little different, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see how we did. Alrighty, we got paid. Now, I'd love to quickly go over it when we get home, so we can scurry on back, clean up this mess, and then, like, really quick, I'll show you what we got out of here. Not bad, honestly, not bad. Well, we made it. I'm back, and I unloaded the truck. My buddy there sent me home with this box full of various wires and such, and this has been full of computer metal scrap, some boards here and there, bits and pieces, because he's moving and he decided that he's not going to get around to doing anything with these, so he just gave them to me. And this apparently perfectly good working Bluetooth speaker with USB, which looks fantastic to me because when it comes to garage speakers, simple is best, right? And that, thanks buddy, I appreciate it. And we also grabbed the speaker stands because those should be pretty easy to sell. Here are the numbers if anybody wanted to know in detail. To simplify, we made 90 bucks, and most of that, $54, was from my 515 pounds of cast iron brake rotors. So yeah, that's I'm gonna keep collecting those. I like those. But that's twice as much as they used to was. And the tin, which the light iron is 8 cents a pound. So that's a 60% increase from the last time I went in. And everything else was great too. I mean, I'll still make more money selling those speaker stands than I made off of the steel in total today. But today was fun. Today was really fun. I feel good. And not just because I like coming home with some cash and ice caps, but I've missed getting out there and being actively out there. So we're going to do more of this. Absolutely. I can't wait. I've been waiting. I'm so tired of waiting. We're not doing this full time just yet, though. I've got a couple more guide videos on my list, just like a couple, like 3. I might cut it down to even less than that, but just want to get those done and then full on be out there digging for treasures, seeing what we find, and ideally coming home with an empty truck. Kind of failed on that today, but all the stuff that we have to process I've got good reasons for it. These ones, I don't know. I'll figure that out. I don't know what to do with all those computer bits. Add them to the pile, I guess. Either way, thanks so much for keeping me company today. This is always more fun when you guys are along, and I hope you had as much fun as I did, or at least close to it. Thanks for leaving it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.